Just post it. You never know. Now, I did a reaction video. My bad. Crazy over here. I did a reaction video to this dude on TikTok, and I'm dropping the short, but I wanted to give a little game here on my channel about the content game myself, right? I never really talk about this too much on my YouTube or other places too much because, I built a brand and following off of other stuff. But the point is, I just want to talk to someone out there, talking to one person in particular, the person that wants to make content and don't know where to start, if they're interesting, can they do it? Can they make money or whatever? I'm telling you, you can. You don't have to speak the best. I don't think I speak the best, to be completely honest. You don't have to look the best. You don't have to be the smartest, sharpest, whatever. You just got to make it. Make the content, post it, and get on with your life, right? Now, I'm going to give some pitfalls at the end of this of what it looks like when you go viral and, you are successful. You get the haters, whatever, right, in the end. But stay till then, and I'll give you some good game from a pro expert content creator such as myself. So I started my content game, in the political realm. I didn't even know like what this was all about, right? I didn't know about making content, posting videos. I didn't know nothing about this stuff. And I posted a video. I went viral. I got picked up by a political group. I don't even want to say their name. I don't deal with them no more. And they just told me, start posting videos, put them on your IG, and that's it, right? So I would just make videos on Instagram, no cameras, no lights, no action, nothing. Just making videos on Instagram. And I started getting the following. So from there, I have my Facebook page, and then I started making other pages and getting on other platforms or whatever, right? And I was getting views. Especially back in my day, being a Trumper with brown skin and a MAGA hat, that was unheard of, right? Now, it's not too crazy to see someone like me with the MAGA hat and making a video. But the point is, I started making content, right? And I never planned on making a living off of this. I never planned on going viral and making money off the content, off the videos. I never planned on being where I'm at now with the content, right? And it's pretty crazy. But the point is, I just started recording. That's all I started doing back in the day. I consider myself OG MAGA over here. I made content back then. I still make it now. And I've actually gotten more better and more, I would say, professional, strategic. I don't know how else to say it. I'm an expert content creator, y'all, for real. Even my wife's telling me the other day, like, damn, you got a lot of pages. You got too many pages, she tells me. But it's all because when I made content back in the day, you would have to have a backup page. And I know some of y'all probably do right now, right? But back in my day, old man over here, I would have multiple pages due to being banned or censored, whatever, on different platforms. So I would have like 2 IGs. Now I got like probably 3. I would have like 2 or 3 Facebook pages. I would have a couple, pages on different platforms or accounts, right? Because that's what you had to do back in my day, especially whenever you're an outspoken Christian Trump supporter, you're getting banned and hit up all the time, get violations, whatever. So learning from then till now, right? I still got multiple pages. I learned to maneuver in the content game, dealing in the most divisive topics of them all, religion and politics. That's what I'm saying. My content journey went this way, and now I pivoted, or not pivoted, but now I'm more professional. Now I'm more strategic, like I said earlier. So now I'm more hip to how it works, right? And I'm a capitalist, and I'm going to make it happen. But the point is, if you make content, this is probably a tip I'm going to give right now. You should do content that's, I would say, overreaching, general. I don't know how to really say this. There's another word. Just basically for everybody. Not for everybody, but basically content that's not going to get you just censored and demonetized and banned, right? Controversial content does well, but you're going to piss somebody off. But really, with any content, you're going to make somebody mad, especially your hating family members. But I'm just saying, if you do make content, watch out when making political or religious content. That's probably a better way to say it, right? Because those two issues are some of the most divisive, issues of them all, and it's going to limit you. Okay, so I'm saying if you want to make content, you want to be successful, make a living off the content. I would say you have to make content that's actually appealable, right? That is appealing to a lot of people. Now it don't gotta be to everybody, right? Because you have to have your certain niche, the people you want to holler at, your crowd, your audience. But I'm just saying, watch out dealing with politics and religion. That's my warning, because that's where I'm at right now. I'm hated for it, and I'm successful at it, but it is what it is at this point. So you just got to keep going, because like I said, I did it. I started upgrading my studio, getting cameras, lights, and everything. But I'm going to be honest, you don't even need none of that stuff. All you need nowadays is what you got at your disposal, a phone. I got like 3 phones on me now, y'all. I got so many accounts. I got so much going on. I got 3 phones on me at all times because it's necessary. But if you're starting out, you don't even need 3 phones. You just need one, and you just need your inspiration. You need some, I would say motivation, but I would say you need discipline. That's another thing people don't talk about. It's one thing to be motivated and be inspired and all that, but it don't work like that. There's some days I don't want to do no content. I don't want to make no videos. I don't want to make no posts, but that's where your discipline comes in. That's where, you're so used to doing content that it's just like second nature and you can just post, make a video, whatever, and go about your day. So you have to be disciplined to make content and to be any good at it, right? So anyways, like I said, I did my content. I came up years later down the line. Now I got multiple pages. I got a brand, basically. I got a face, good or bad for that part. But, I'm out there and my content does numbers. I think my last month of 2025, I reached 93 million people just on one Facebook page, y'all. And I got a couple Facebook pages. That ain't even all my social media. So if you do it and you get good at it, you will reach millions, especially the way the content goes. They will put you out there. I mean, especially nowadays, it's probably easier to blow up now than it ever was. But there was a time when, especially on TikTok, you could really blow up. Now they really ain't paying that good, but I digress. Point is, make videos, post them, whatever you do. You might not think it's entertaining, but you'll be surprised on what people find entertaining. Some people don't even, my wife, she watches a guy that changes tires on the side of the road on TikTok. She don't know nothing about changing tires, but it's such a good and engaging content where the guy meets a lot of good people and she likes to watch the videos. I mean, we all have videos we like to watch that we have nothing to do with, right? That we don't even do or partake in the activities or whatever, but we like to watch them. We're nosy. People are nosy. Okay, so another tip I would give you, this is off the top, y'all. I'm doing this quick video because I did a reaction to this other video. Don't expect and don't invite your family and friends to watch any of your content. If I could have did that back in the day, y'all, that would have been my first thing. But really, I never expected them to support me. But your family, your friends, your city are not going to support you. If anything, they're going to hate on you. So don't expect them to. And if you make a page or channel, whatever, don't even tell them. I would say even hide it if you could, right? I ain't trying to say be hidden and be scandalous. I'm just saying you do not want your family and friends to know that you make content or anything because they're going to hate on you. It's simple and plain. So watch out with who you tell, even at work, everything. Have your content for your audience and don't tell people that are personal to you or you have any kind of relationships with you, whatever. You can do what you want, but that's just my advice for content and or not telling people that you make content. Trust me, I know from your work to your friends, family, everybody, they're not going to support you. They're going to hate on you. And if you try to get them to watch your content or to like your page, whatever, they're going to hurt your content because more than likely, they're not going to like your content. They're not going to share it. They're going to watch it though. But what that shows the algorithm is that they're like a ghost watcher. I don't know how else to explain it, but it's bad for your feed because they're sitting there watching your content, not engaging, and you get nothing out of it. It actually hurts your content. So be careful with who you share this info that you make content if you do it. The third thing I would say probably about content, another tip I have just off top, right, is that don't get stuck in trying to get all this equipment. Again, I said you have your phone, use it. And if you sit there and just try to buy a lot of gear, trust me, I know a lot of content creators, they know this. We get in these ruts or we think that if we get a new camera, a new mic, our content's going to improve, we're going to get better. And that may be true to a certain degree, but in order to make good content, all that stuff's not necessary, right? You got to have engaging content that people want to react to or engage with and watch. And having a better camera or microphone doesn't always help. Now, it is good, okay? I'm not going to sit there and just down bad people that have good equipment, but I'm just saying that you can get stuck in a rut trying to always buy a new camera, a new microphone, and it's sitting on the shelf. I got a $1,500 mic sitting on my shelf right now, and I just bought it. I thought I needed it, and I hardly ever use it. I use it for certain interviews. I'll leave it at that. But that's the point, though. You don't need to go in debt to buy equipment for content. And especially if you think about it, if you make content or you try to get involved in making content and you don't like it, you're wasting all that money for nothing. So I would recommend just use your phone and your surroundings or whatever. Look at people like Country Wayne. That's someone I've been looking at lately. He don't use no mics, no lights. no nothing else but his iPhone, and this dude makes millions a month on content. So I just want to give this quick rundown. And let me give you the negatives of making content. Now, everything that glitters ain't gold, y'all. They can monetize you quick on Facebook. They're like begging content creators to come out the woodworks at this point. That's just the new game it is that there is on in life, right? They say that attention is the new currency. So the point is, I'm going to tell you this: the downsides of content, they're going to hate on you for real, no matter what you do. I'm controversial. Politics, religion, they don't like me. I mean, I don't really give a flip. But the point is, that's my avenue for my content. That's my audience, and I'm with it, and I ain't tripping. But the point is, it don't matter if you make controversial content or if you make content baking bread or whatever. Someone's gonna hate on you. That's just how it works, y'all. So get ready for the blowback, get ready for the hate, and get ready for the jealousy, especially if you're successful. I think I'm probably one of the biggest, if not the biggest, content creators for sure in my neighborhood, in my city, in Odessa too, West Texas probably, right? And they hate my guts. But thankfully, in real life, baby, I am the man. They can't take your boy down. I've been doing this for so long that I'm still here, and they ain't stopped your boy. But that's the thing though, they will be jealous of you. They will hate on you. Your own family and friends will hate on you. That's just the nature of the game. In your own city, you won't be accepted. You will be accepted more by people that are strangers. They'll support you more. Your family and friends won't support you. That's just how it is, y'all. Because to be honest, I ain't trying to get too deep in it, but people that know you, they think they really know you. And even if you try to change your life, they always want to bring you back to a certain, concept or a certain position in life that they have you in their mind, even though you've already elevated, right? It's like me. I'm no longer in the streets. I'm no longer, doing any kind of thing besides being with my family, being a family man, a Christian patriot. But other people, when they see someone like me that has elevated in life, in a better tax bracket, whatever, they still hold on to a thought of me being, hood in the street, probably a little bit. Well, I never really was broke, but they always have a perception of you when you were someone else or at a different time period in your life. And especially if you're doing bad at one time, they're going to hold you to that. Once you elevate in life, they ain't going to support you because they don't want to see you do better than them. So they're going to hate on you. Just remember that. You get successful, you're going to get hated, you're going to get noticed, especially with TikTok and every other platform, and they're going to know you. So keep that in mind because it's not what you think it is. To go everywhere and be noticed I ain't really tripping with my situation, but I don't know if everybody else can handle it the way I do and others do, right? They're going to notice you. And besides that, y'all, the content game, I guess I would say I recommend it. I really don't recommend it, to be honest, but this is if you do want to make content and make money and be successful, it's all on you. It's if you want to do it. To be honest, like my daughter and my kids, I would never want them to be content creators. I was always against phones, but I'm going too much in the weeds. That's just a quick video I wanted to do for my people out there. If you want to make content, go for it. You can be successful, especially in this day and age. They do pay good. Facebook pays the best. TikTok don't pay crap. And, you just have to go out there, record, film, and put it out there. Learn as you go. All I did as a truck driver last couple of years, I always do is have a podcast running, learning while I'm driving. So that's my quick little off the top tips and, stuff to be aware of when you make content, how the game goes, y'all. And I've been doing it for many years and I ain't going to stop. It's going pretty good for me. I'm happy. I'm very strategic. I'm a capitalist. I'm doing very well. It's good for me, even though I've got hated since day one, but I ain't nobody tripping about that. I'm still doing it. I'm going to continue doing it. And if you want to do it, ain't nothing to it but to do it. With that, I'm out of here. Christ is Lord, and have a blessed day. Later.